Hello, my sweet friends. I wanted to discuss a topic that has completely shifted my reality, shifted my life, shifted the way that I feel on a day-to-day basis, and I felt that it was really important I share with you what my heart and soul has learned. So this past year for me has been a lot of alone time, a lot of soul seeking, a lot of foundation setting, and it has been really tense, a lot of ups and downs, and it has taken a lot of honesty within myself to just figure things out and get to where I am. As I stopped traveling and found myself back into a home and being alone, away from my friends, just really isolated and closer to family, which has kind of had me be closer to old behaviors and patterns, I was waking up every day and just feeling drained and heavy and frustrated and unsafe and anxious, and I couldn't really figure out why. I really started practicing grounding and safety routines just to put me back into my body, and I remember just waking up and feeling heavy. Usually I would wake up and feel happy and in my heart, and I just really didn't feel that. I was doing yoga, some pranayama, some Reiki, and nothing I was doing was changing. I just felt very broken, very incomplete, very distraught, very frustrated, very frazzled, and the mindset I was holding was, if I just work on this and I just keep working on this and keep cultivating these practices and keep doing the things that I've always wanted to do, then things are gonna change. It's just, I just barely moved, I'm just getting things figured out, I just need to keep working. And I just felt like for the past couple years I've been working so hard onto reconnecting with my soul and my heart and changing patterns, and I've just been feeling worn out. And I was like, when am I just going to be able to enjoy life? Like, do things always have to be worked on and always have to be this hard? And I just knew that that answer wasn't okay. And that is when I realized I needed to move energetically, behaviorally, mentally from working hard to enjoying. And this number one change has shifted my well-being, my feelings, my interactions, everything, more than almost anything else. Prior to, I felt like I was creating art, trying to make friends, going to concerts, and every time I tried to live life, there was such a feeling of unsafety and a feeling of lack and a feeling that I was broken, that I was never really able to show up and enjoy it. And that was the whole point of me doing these things, is so I could live a happy, fulfilling life. And I didn't really understand where I was getting in my own way. And there's a saying, just kind of, we are the cause of our own suffering, and I just really internally felt like I was the true cause of my suffering, and I didn't know how to move out of my own goddamn way. So I started out with just doing my safety practices because I was feeling really unsafe in my life and from my childhood and just with people, and I knew that I needed to feel safe and secure within myself again. And so as I was cultivating these practices, one day I just realized I'm going through the motions of these. Like, I am not truly being present. I am not letting go of my thoughts. I am attaching myself to them. Like, I need to fully show up to these practices with a true intention of enjoyment. And there was a switch within me that realized I was already whole and complete, and that these practices, they weren't fixing me, they were just cultivating me even further, and that there was nothing for me to fix. It was all internally, and as long as I kept viewing myself as internally broken, then that's how I was going to show up on my external. And when I started realizing and noticing that I am whole and complete and I'm not broken, I was able to set a different intention within my practices, and that was just to be present and to let go of any feelings that I needed to, and to set any boundaries as well that I needed to, honestly. Like, what was going to keep me into enjoyment that day? And for me, that's where I realized I needed to kind of cultivate some new boundaries, like, yeah, and just interact with my practices, like connect with my body, connect with each breath. Like, that is why I am practicing yoga. That is why I am practicing meditation, not to fix me. And so as I started practicing this, I realized that each and every single moment that I wake up, I get to be myself. I get to interact with life how I enjoy life. And being a people pleaser, this is something that completely was out of my existence and how I showed it up. It was always about, how can I give more love? How can I make this person happy? What can I do here? Never was it, how can I just show up as me, and how can I interact with life with my full heart and just how I can enjoy it. And that looks like waking up and dancing, or going out to lunch with friends and just singing, like not even caring, just singing. And that meant sharing my emotions and enjoying them, no matter if they were denser or lighter. That meant making food that nourished and felt so good in my body. Like, it was truly how I wanted to show up as authentically as possible, and how everything that I did and created I could do with the intention and with the feeling of enjoyment, without any external like gratification. It wasn't anymore, what was I working towards? Like, I have to work towards doing this project, or work towards feeling safe, or work towards working out. It was like, no, this is what I'm doing, and this is how I'm going to enjoy it, and this is my intention for myself. And I think for a long time I just felt like enjoyment was outside of me. It wasn't inside of me. And I find so much peace and happiness realizing that enjoyment is truly inside of me. Like, that is where it's at. That's who I am. Like, I am love, and loving life is enjoying life, and is staying safe, and is creating that environment so I feel safe and can go out and just play, and I'm who keeps myself safe. And as soon as I felt that enjoyment was being taken away, boundary. Like, this is where big Courtney gets to step up for little Courtney and just like keep her happy and playing with life. And I don't think that everything always has to be like, man, I just love doing this. There's times where I still push myself, or where I wake up and I don't necessarily want to go to work, but every time I feel that tenseness or that fear, I go into it with curiosity and with an intention that I'm going to step away from doing this to feel even better about myself, and to enjoy my tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that, and also during this present moment, and that I can enjoy things that push me. And I just had to search for that within myself and within how I was showing up to life. And that was really all that it took. I feel like if I were to hear this a couple months ago and listen to myself, I'd be like, there's no way that is just that easy. Like, there's no way. And then just living that, I realized how many masks I was putting on, how I was trying to show up. Like, maybe if I'm being this version, or if I'm being soft enough, which I think those are great qualities to have, but I didn't understand that that's what I already was. And ripping away what wasn't is like what was truly serving. Another thing that's important to me, probably as my Gemini self, is like continuously learning things. And as I was learning how to paint, how to do YouTube videos, I would always come to things with frustration, because I was so far away from my goal. I was so far away from where I wanted to be. And like I said, everything was just like, I just have to work on this. And truly, like, all that I ever felt, like, I felt like the more I was productive, the more like joy I would find internally or within myself, which I just kind of laugh at now. Like, I didn't know another mode or way of existing, but I've learned when you're able to have fun, you're actually, like, this is a scientific proven fact, when you're having fun, you are able to learn at a much quicker rate and actually have those things stick to you a lot better and have memory of what you just learned. And I think that that comes back to interacting and like playing with, if you're learning a language or a new job, and having humility and making it fun and enjoyable. Like, we literally learn better that way. And it just took a big weight off my shoulders, like, to know that life didn't have to be so hard and that everything does require balance. Like, nothing is always going to be easy or fun, but if I'm able to like create balance in my life of like doing something hard to something more flowy, to do something that is going to maybe meal prep and set me up for the next day, well, now I have time to like go just paint or do something that I love. And like, in all of these different cycles of creating a balance, like, where can I bring enjoyment to each activity? Even like with cooking, you could look at cooking and work towards like eating healthier, which is great, or you could enjoy making your food and putting love and how can I get this to taste better? How can I make this look like this? Like, what is my belly gonna feel? Like, making it an art and putting your soul into it. And it was just huge for me. And I feel like now that I've been able to do that, it's an embodiment of my higher self. There's no one I'm trying to be anymore or, you know, long for to have that I don't have within me. It's like, this is who I am. And those who love you as you are authentically being and enjoying in a space of true love, then like anyone else is just projecting their own feelings of judgment or fear. And your enjoyment and your love in that sense can impact so many other people. Just like realizing that everything is truly inside of you, and where you feel your enjoyment, like you notice yourself getting heavier or pulled down, that is where you know to set a boundary. That is where you know to step or move away from. Like, your body will let you know instantly. And it's just about making those shifts and following your truth and your path into that place, because you deserve it. You deserve to create and enjoy your life and move out of a space of living in survival mode. So that is what I wanted to share today. I want to just read some things from my journal as I was going through this process, and some activities that are wholesome to me that I truly enjoy. So I will show you those now. I love you guys so much, and thank you for taking the time to listen to something that lights me up inside. I love you guys. Everything is perfectly fit and perfectly created, like one big mathematic equation. Nothing is out of place. With each choice is the perfect karma. So follow your own curiosity and zest in life. That's your path. Everything unfolds. You don't have to worry about the how. You get to be you. Experience every moment how you want to interact with it. No expectations. Share your mind so rawly. Those who want to enjoy you as much as you enjoy you will stay. Speak what you need and do what is best for you. You can stay in love that way. Stay interacting with life. Everything requires balance. Understand everyone. Be curious about everyone. No one is right or wrong. Truth is everything and nothing. So follow the truth that makes you the happiest. Cater to others' needs and then detach. If others judge you or don't understand, don't stop enjoying yourself. Never fear acting as you are around anyone. Be how you enjoy life most. Share how you want to. Don't expect anything. That's when the magic of life flows. Thank you. I love you deeply. Until next time.